Welcome to the Shadow Talks. Without wasting time, let's go to the video. This happened during spring break of my junior year. My three friends, Kevin, Ali, and Seb, and I went camping in Colorado. We chose a remote spot outside Buena Vista on a Forest Service road. The clearing was isolated, quiet, and perfect for our trip. We set up our tents in a loose cluster, about 15 feet apart. That night, I slept unusually heavy, which is rare for me while camping. Normally I wake several times, but this night I was out cold. The next morning, I unzipped my tent and froze. All our tents had been moved into a perfect square around a small pile of stones. Everything inside was untouched. Sleeping bags, phones, gear, nothing was missing. Kevin was the first to come out. None of us remembered moving the tents. Ali and Kevin shared strange dreams of walking in lines while someone counted. Seb and I didn't dream, but the feeling was eerie, like we were all connected in some way. We searched for clues. Drag marks in the dirt showed the tent's original positions, but they stopped 10 feet short of the new spots. Whoever moved them had carried them the rest of the way. In the center, a stack of 4 stones caught our attention. Kevin leaned in and accidentally knocked it over. For a second, we all just stared in silence. Then a low rumbling sound came from the distance, like massive rocks grinding together. The sound made us panic. We packed quickly, almost instinctively, as if we could feel each other's fear. Everything was fast, tense, and silent. We were out of there in under 5 minutes, but it felt like forever. That night, I couldn't stop thinking about it. The memory felt like a dream, yet completely real. 5 years later, we drifted apart. Kevin in Denver, Ali in California, Seb in Chicago, and none of us ever talked about that night again. Even now, when I think about it, there's a strange feeling, almost like a fifth presence was there with us, watching, maybe part of us. Something unseen, powerful, and quietly observing. That night changed us. The forest kept its secrets, and we never understood what happened. It's a memory that sits in the back of my mind, always there, always a little unsettling. My girlfriend Cadence and I planned a quiet weekend in the woods, just the two of us. We wanted to get away from everything and reconnect. The forest seemed perfect, private, calm, and far from anyone else. That night, we met a man named Aiden near a blue sedan. He appeared suddenly, stared at Cadence in a way that made both of us uneasy, and seemed to know exactly where we were camping. He left, but later I woke to soft voices near our tent. I unzipped it slowly, and the voices stopped immediately, as if they knew I was awake. There was no one visible. The next evening, I found a napkin tucked under our windshield wiper. Written on it were 5 chilling words: "You should move your tent." My heart raced as I showed it to Cadence. Then Aiden appeared again, wearing the same clothes as before. He warned us that strange things happen here: abandoned sites, missing people, and belongings left behind. He said he heard people near his car the night before and was leaving early. We didn't argue. Cadence looked scared, and I felt uneasy too. We packed quickly. As we drove away, I noticed his tire was slashed, cut deliberately. It was clear someone wanted to send a warning, maybe to him, maybe to us. Barely a minute later, my headlights caught 3 figures standing in the woods, motionless, staring at the road, as if they wanted us to see them. I hit the brakes, frozen. Cadence screamed at me to keep driving, and I obeyed. We didn't stop until we reached the highway. We called 911 when we got service, but we never heard what happened to Aiden. Whoever or whatever we encountered in those woods left questions we'll never answer. After my divorce, I drove deep into the Montana wilderness to be alone. I wanted a week away from everyone. I thought the forest would help me think. Instead, it nearly broke me.
In the clearing, I found an old green tent. Mold covered it, and a terrible smell came from inside. It looked abandoned for decades. Inside the tent was a small notebook filled with tally marks, hundreds of marks grouped in sevens. Someone had been counting something for months. That night, I woke to whispers, several voices circling my tent. I froze, knowing I wasn't alone. Then someone yanked at my tent zipper. I grabbed my rifle. The zipper didn't move. Then scratching began, like someone was trying to tear in. I shouted that I had a gun. Silence followed. Then several sets of footsteps ran away into different directions, fading into the forest.
In the morning, the old moldy tent was gone, completely. Nothing remained, but I found bare human footprints forming a circle around my campsite.
Some prints led to a pine tree with fresh tally marks carved into the bark, the same pattern as the notebook.
Hanging from a low branch was a dead squirrel, tied with fishing line. A warning. Whoever they were, they wanted me to leave.
I packed as fast as I could and ran to my truck. I never looked back. Whoever they were, they had counted something, and I didn't want to be part of it. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe my channel. See you on next videos. Till then, goodbye.